Hi, Taurus. That's reversed. You're starting at the beginning. I can't see what precedes the beginning just yet, but you're really like, you're like the beginning. But it's something from the past. I knew that much. You're doing it again without the same feelings about it, but different momentum, different intention. Like, this is out of your comfort zone. Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. You're having to relearn what it means all over again. Love, family, because you missed something. You missed a detail. You missed a step. You missed. It's almost like you've done all this stuff already, and you're sitting here as the King of Wands looking back over it. But you don't feel this yet. You're coming up as King of Wands. There's a Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This is what seems to be on path for Taurus. This water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But innately, Earth is attracted to Earth. Your experiences with Earth haven't been that great. You've been in water, dealing with water, a queen of water, whoever that may be. Your experience with Earth, and it looks that's what's in the past that you have not completely dealt with. Home, stability, family, matriarch, mother, grandmother. It's a looking back at what and whom you came from, or a past that you felt comfort in, but didn't realize or didn't actualize to the end. So the Pentacles cards that you have are slow and young. These two have the same type of energy, mirrored. Your new beginning is with Earth. It could be romantic, but it could also be maybe you were in a profession that was very creative and you were allured to it because of how free that you were able to feel, how you were able to express yourself in it. You had a little more freedom in that where you never had that before. But the structure or the rules or the way this other endeavor was set up, it left you with a loss of control. In the domain of creativity and that water suit, you can pretty much do with it what you will. But when it came to Earth, there were certain ways that Earth interacts with Earth, certain things expected of Earth because Earth knows Earth, and you're dealing with water. at this point. So, elements aside, you're dealing with people or a type of person who doesn't know how things are done according to the element you represent. They bring something completely different that you've been learning, that you've been immersing yourself in, but you're actually gaining knowledge on how to take it back to your element and reconsider some things that you had been anxious, worried about, that ultimately became destructive right before you got to the cultivation of your element, right before you got to your homeostasis, your needing, your desire for that structure, that stability, that commitment, that assuredness, that 401k, that home, that living will, that insurance, that life insurance policy, certain things where, say you're dealing with a person from the water element, and the only thing that they're really offering in your direction when it comes to how you want things to go, or how the stability of a Taurus, they're providing experiences. Say you go out to sip and paint, and you have the experience, and you have the paint, the canvas that you painted, and you have the memories, and it's an experience of lightheartedness and goodness. Damn, deja vu. You have that nature of good-heartedness, good food, good drinks, but there's nothing stable about it. So on your mind, you're thinking, damn, spent $20 on this bottle of wine, $10 a piece for us to get in here. We spent $10 a piece on our canvases. We caught an Uber or put gas money. This was out of, this was a little ways away. And then we went to go get something to eat. We spent another $40. And that was a whole experience, okay? Not saying one is above another. What I'm saying is something that makes you more assured about the way you're investing your hard-earned money, your time. Is the experience worth what I'm putting into it? The Queen of Pentacles would say, let's spend $20 and get canvases from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, our own paint and supplies. We can buy a $10 bottle of wine, and we got food at home. We're going to make a whole ambiance out of it. We're going to put on our favorite music. If you smoke something or whatever, if I sip, I'm going to sip something, and we'll be in the comfort of our own. We don't have to worry about travel. We don't have to worry about anybody else being included in this experience that we're having. And that is where the value is coming from. That's something that Taurus is relearning to do with like spirited individuals. Not to say that you're going to leave a Cancer for a Capricorn. What I'm saying is the investment of experience is being shifted. The only suit that I don't see here is what I feel like is, well, your match when it comes to chemistry, when it comes to that spirit I was talking about, there's a blockage. And I told you the only suit that was missing, and I didn't finish my statement, but it's air. And this is the air we have. There's a not being able to see through, not being able to get through. This is what they got going on. They understand the value of investment energy, and they understand what experience brings and what it offers. They have a very, very good understanding. But at the time when it came to choosing, you went in the opposite direction of what you innately wanted to choose. You chose against it. You're still going to be at a page stage dealing with a queen. You're still going to be at a page stage dealing with the queen. Okay? But with this Four of Cups reverse, it's almost like one experience can change this from being open to not being open. I see this as being very moody. I see it as being, whereas this is so reminiscent of this. To me, the things that you're weighing up when it comes to the Two of Pentacles, they change. They're variables. From at any given moment, you're going to be juggling two ideas with this earth energy that you aren't able to do with this water energy. It's yes or no, whether I'm in the mood or just completely turned off. It's earth energy. It's like, okay, well, we're going to build it somehow. So whether we do this, it's going to create this type of outcome. If we use this, it's going to create this type of outcome. They're both being weighed up because they're equally important. Not one is more important than the other. It's being able to maneuver them in a way where they both get attention versus I want all the attention and I'll choose if I want to keep it or deny it. Depends on how I'm feeling. The experience. If something doesn't go a person's way, they can change really quickly. That's the temperature of water. It can change. The swiftness of water, the current of water can change. It depends. You're looking at something that structurally builds over time, and you still get an outcome like this because of the structure. That's why this is able to stand the way that it does. These two people have an understanding. They're actually working together. So, yeah, that was intense. Damn, Taurus. That's different. Let's just do this. Anything? You know your true nature. So right now you're coming up as the King of Wands. This is coming towards you, King of Wands. So be careful. And I say that lightly because we have the Temperance and Justice. So it's like once you start to defend yourself as far as what you stand for, what you really believe in, versus that experience that was favorable at the moment, what you really stand on. Like, this is really how I do, this is really how I get down, this is really what I prefer. This means more to me than, if I weigh up these experiences, this one is more meaningful and will sustain longer. It's going to be easy to start to leave behind the experiences that don't mean too much. Triple sevens. All sevens out now. What I see, building on a fantasy. It's illusionary. It was being invested in. Damn, Taurus. You have another opportunity. You have another opportunity to stand up for what you really, really want. Because I feel like one of these things was not like the other, but you didn't find out until you got in it. Almost ignoring, like, because you can make do with so much. You can make do. You're very resourceful. You are the house that rules personal value and assets. And here you are coming up as the Empress. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So I feel like what you really really want, there was just some opposition behind it. And because you couldn't have it exactly your way when it was presented to you, it was kind of like a fuck it, I'll move on type of moment. And I'll just invest my time elsewhere. But the thing was, there was self-deception surrounding that. So now it's almost like having to stand in the doorway. It's like if this character in the Seven of Wands could stand in the doorway and prevent this Seven of Swords person from making that decision, choosing something that was not yielding what they ultimately wanted. And you will feel, especially if you're, and there goes the Hierophant. Damn. If you're dealing with water or air, and I see a lot of air here, there's King of Swords, Lovers, Ace of Swords. So now, when whoever you're dealing with, they already have a sense of this. They already know that you're not with it. There's an end coming. They know it's going to be tumultuous, mentally and verbally, perhaps. It could be, that's just that fear aspect of you not choosing what is not meant for you. There's a fear in that, whether this person knows it or not, or this employer knows it or not. It's serious when it comes to your well-being, mentally, emotionally, financially. It's over with, and that's all.